A girl should be two things, who and what she wants, by Coco Chanel. But did you know that by age 14, girls' self-confidence drops by 30% compared to boys? Not because of who we are, but because of what we're told. We're told, you're pretty for someone who's smart. You're smart for someone your age. You're just 16, what do you even know? And so many teenagers, especially girls, start to shrink. They blend themselves into the background and second-guess their worth. They sit down, smile politely, and wait for someone older, louder, or more qualified to speak. But here's the truth. Young people today are creative, passionate, and driven. They're exploring themselves through fashion, music, and art, and they're continuously growing. I felt that myself. Every time I paint or draw, it's more than just colors on a canvas. It's me figuring myself out in real time. Art has taught me how to observe, reflect, and express myself without having all the answers. And I think that's true for most of us. We're all experimenting, all while trying to keep up with school, social media, expectations, and the quiet pressure to be realistic. But why is it that instead of being celebrated for being multidimensional, we're often met with doubt? Why is it still surprising when someone young is confident, capable, and still figuring things out? There's this outdated belief that we must choose to be pretty or smart or creative or academic or strong or soft. But we don't have to choose. Real people are complex and more than just some one-dimensional master of one. Most people often forget that the true quote goes, "A jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one." And I wholeheartedly believe that we should pursue many aspects of our lives because this is what makes us true and raw and human. This ability to be moderately good at multiple things and still continuously improve is what makes us humans and separates us from robots who seem to have it all figured out. In The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, our life is described to branch out from us like a green fig tree. And from the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckons and winks at us. Nearly every young person can relate to this fig tree. That horrible, suffocating feeling of indecision, the sense that we can only take one choice and we'll have to give up 10 other choices. The knowledge that we can only move forward and that if we choose the wrong fig, the right fig might fall and rot before we even get to it. This fear can often paralyze us from even taking the steps towards what we really want in life. But there's no rule that says we can't choose science or art, or be caring about our brains and our beauty, or be ambitious yet kind. This is one truth, is that we defy the idea that our knowledge and our skills and our confidence, they're stagnant and fixed. That's not true. They're all continuous processes. Growth is not linear, and neither is our self-belief. Progress looks like trying, failing, adjusting, and trying again. So how do we continue to pursue these different figs in our life without forgetting our authentic self? Firstly, being confident is not a crime. You don't need to be perfect to be confident, because confidence isn't about being loud. It's about being certain enough to show up for yourself. And little by little, these small wins, they'll help build our confidence over time. And every risk we take, whether big or small, they all help our branches grow. And even if we don't see it sprout immediately, they all accumulate into the roots that ground us and the branches that stretch us towards the sky. So the next time someone tells you you're too young, too much, or too ambitious, remember that you're also enough. Enough to start, enough to create, enough to dream out loud without apologizing. Because youth is not a flaw, it's freedom. We haven't heard no enough times to believe it yet. And that's why we'll be the ones to create something even better. So yes, be pretty, be smart, and be 16. Thank you.